Alrighty, hello my friends. How's it going? Good good evening. It's been a little bit. When did we last stream? I think the last time I had a stream was for Ursa. A little while back. Like about a week ago. Hope you've all been well. Almost the end of October. Oh, hi, Kiwi. You guys see that? Kiwi was just there for a sec. Oh, he's here to eat a little more. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Let's see who is here. Hubert, hello. Hubert the hello. 26 months, thank you. Shones, hello. Captain Mal, Sunny, hello. Jer, hello. Fede, Feo, hello. What is buh? It's just a cute ginger kitty going buh. Yeah. Did I miss Kiwi? Oh, he's right here. He's eating though. He might not love me grabbing him. He's so busy eating, actually. Hold on. Kiwi! Are you still eating? Oh, you're not. Good boy. Yeah. Let the boy eat. No. He finished, actually. He finished eating. Kiwi, you wanna go like buh? Buh. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous boy. It's like, it's too bright. Please let me go. Hello. Oh, you wanna stay? Oh, good boy. How the hell do you spell Georges? I don't know. Does anyone in chat know how to spell Georges? He's a Georges boy. Georgius. It's like Jorge, but English. Georgius. Like that. Yeah, Boomerangaroo got it. Georgius. Okay, so tonight's build, my friends, is actually an unplanned build. It was not originally in the agenda to do this. And the reason we're doing this is actually Cafege, you know, they're an Australian vendor. John runs Cafege, and you know, John has I met John out when I was in Seoul at the Seoul Mechanical Keyboard Expo, and you know, we got along pretty well, and we were just chatting about keyboards and other things, and at some point he kind of brought up sending out a Horangi60, which is right here, because he wanted to work, or rather he already was working with Clever from Dynacap, right? Clever Keeps, Clever, you know, who also designed the Blue Ridge, the Enso, all these other boards. Right, so Clever to design an EC kit for this board. This board has been out for a little bit, right? So if you like look up the Horangi60, you'll find that there are a few, you know, like links for it. There's like an IC on Geek Hack. There was a product page. I think there is still a product page on like Prototypist, but basically it came in like the brown anodized color, like E-code beige, in a few different configurations, like WinKey, WinKeyless HKB, and like with different weights, I believe, and it costs like 400 and some bucks. and you know it ran a while back, right? And so I think Cafege still has some add-ons like plates and PCBs and daughter boards and things like that. But you know, basically the gist of the board is that it's a board with, you know, weights and a plate and 9-degree typing angle, and you know it's a 60%, and it uses gummy O-ring for the mounting, right? And so the idea was that they wanted to do a EC version of that, kind of similar to how it's been done with other kits like the derivative, like some of the key codes and so on and so forth. But yes, I as Kupo said, I did just get in the mail the DCS bowl blanks, which funnily enough, they came with these gray space bars as well as these white space bars. I think this was probably a mistake, and then they were like, oh, whoops, that was a mistake, and added these space bars. The good thing is that it does have 6U as well, which is, yeah, I think that is 6U and that's 7U. It does not have 625U compatibility, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I got the DCS bowl blanks here, and so I was like, oh, that would be like a nice MX build for the Horangi. And so I was like, I'm gonna build the Horangi in MX first, because the EC version is not yet prepared. So Cafege, John, and Clever, they're still working on the EC kit for this, and so it's still in the works. And so today's build is just kind of for fun. So here we are. So let's open it up. I believe this is a version that's a bit different from the one in the buy. I think that's right. So we have a nice red PCB over here. I think it's an alu plate. I might be wrong. I hope I'm right. Okay, it is an alu plate. Okay, so it comes with a red anodized full aluminum plate. Kind of would be fun with a like a different like material too, but alas. There's a little carry bag. Here is our Viton O-ring and our daughter board components. A little cloth. You got enough 1.5U keys? Oh, well, I only need 2, so yeah. I know that Radar got like -2, right? So yeah. So I'm about to sleep. Oh, you sleep early, Unk. Lamp, thanks for the sub, my friend. Thank you. Cafege, I live like 5 minutes down the road from your warehouse, always heading down there to pick up stuff from John. Oh, nice. Do you go to his coffee shop too? Do you go to John's coffee shop? So John also like does coffee, and I've seen some of the like promo posts that they do on their Insta, and it's pretty fun. Haven't been yet. I've been meaning to. Oh, you should. I'm sure they do pretty good coffee. How many you get? How many what? How many bowl blanks? Oh, how many 1.5Us? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. As God intended. Jokes on you, Diego. Every build is for fun. Oh, my internet cut out. I couldn't time this joke well. So what's kind of cool about this unit of the Horangi is that it's actually a PC unit. Smoke PC with I'm assuming that's a steel bottom weight, and oh, also internal. And oh, okay. That's an interesting weight. Engraving. That's an interesting engraving. And a little killer. Is this for furries? Oh my god. Perchance, I don't know. Anyway, very cool. Oh, it says Horangi in Korean over here. Very nice, very nice. John was so funny at the Seoul meetup because he was like running around on behalf of Kevin, KLC Kevin, like helping Kevin out with so many things because, you know, John also speaks like Korean and stuff, and so like he was just running around or doing Kevin's thing. It was like really funny, and at first I was like, does John work for KLC? And you know, I mean they're just like, they're just, you know, helping each other out essentially, and that's kind of like how I met him at first, and it was really fun. But yeah, and I also met Shonies like that. Well, like we're just running around, we just met at one of the booths. But yeah, do you know who made the board, which factory? I have no idea. Does it say in the manufactured? No, it doesn't say in the IC, so I don't know. Maybe DDS, maybe not, maybe somebody else. No, not sure. Secret Myth, hello, how's it going? Anyway, so yeah, DCS bowl blanks for today's build. We got some good old MX Browns over here that I lubed. I had some, just like a mixed bag of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use those. And oh, my cherry stabs right here, and some cherry stabs. So let's go ahead and take out the PCB. All right. So PCB looks nice. Has the Cafege silk print, silk screen on there. It says like little symbols for 625, 7U, and HHKB. Very nice. Little markings for it and everything. Oh, I see. It's for the spacebar as well as for the bottom row mods. Very nice. Very nice. Really nice and subtle. This is kind of the bane of my existence. It uses a Molex connector, but that's interesting. I think it is pretty. There's not much clearance space on here, so yeah. Okay, so where's my DB actually? Is it already plugged in, or no? It's in here. Okay, so let's see. We got bump-ons. And then we got our 4 cycles total of Molex. Better not ruin that. Oh, thankfully I do have a extra cable, as well as one without the sleeving. Okay. I want to test the PCB, but I also don't want to break the connector. I really don't like these connectors, you know? They're so weak. Okay. Guess I will just make sure it plugs in and works at least. Time to go blindly into the build. I know, right? Okay, it lit up. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm not doing any more with this. Oh, and it detected on VIA, the Gels 60 PCB. Okay, perfect. Good. All right. My work is done over here. Do need to unplug this carefully. Okay, very careful. The E key is malfunctioned. Stop. I can see that from afar. That's like the worst thing. Also the E key, like so close to the connector. Oh god, that would scare me. Okay, so let's let's put in these bonbons. Actually, no, I do need to open it up to put the DB in later, so I'll leave it open, right? Because the screws are underneath the bonbons, so just duly noted. Okay, so let's go ahead and prep our stabs. What was for dinner? Chili cheese dog? No, we made what did we make for dinner today? We made, oh, we had Thai green curry. We had some Thai green curry paste, and we put, you know, we got some chicken thigh. So we did chicken thigh, potatoes, onions, mushrooms, and what else? Some tomato too, I think, and then some coconut milk. It was great. It was really yummy. Green curry, so good. And it's kind of like with the weather getting you know, kind of colder now. It's lit. I love curry in the colder season. It's so like warming, and actually this particular paste was like, it had the type of spice that sort of like builds up as you eat it. Like it's not like the worst, right? Like it doesn't like burn from the get-go, but as you keep eating it, it like kind of like builds up. Especially it gets worse with like the temperature of the curry. Like if it's actually like hot, and it sort of feels like it builds up a little bit more. But it had a nice sting to it. It was really yummy though. So yeah, it was nice. We are kind of on the lazy side when we cook, so just chop things up and put them in the Dutch oven and just let it simmer for a while, you know. And you know, since we did buy some chicken thigh, we did take apart a little piece and gave that to Kiwi. Obviously, he's cooked it separately, right? So basically pan fried it for a bit and gave Kiwi some freshly cooked chicken thigh with nothing else really, no salt, no nothing, because they shouldn't have it. If you're feeding your cat stuff, don't like salt it and stuff like that. It's not good for them. But yeah, I love my Dutch oven. Oh, it's so good. I love having like Dutch oven, you know, cast iron skillet, you know, that kind of like cast iron pan skillet, that kind of stuff. It just like makes cooking so easy. It's great. I love it. Yeah, no. We just love using the Dutch oven. Chop things up and just shove it in there and just let it cook. Like just let it cook. And it's so simple, it's so convenient. Yeah, it's great. It's amazing. Tis amazing. I actually freaked out earlier thinking that I did not have a 6U wire. So somehow I did manage to find one. I literally have like two, and I found it. So yeah, hooray. I almost didn't have 6U wires because, you know, it's not provided in the kit, at least. And you know, you don't go out of the way to buy 6U wires typically, but I had some from like a leftover build from, I think, from before. Like I had gotten some in advance of, I think, like the Lily build and something else, and I had some 6U wires still around, fortunately. But yeah. How's visiting family, Diego? Oh, it was great. I was away. I was visiting. I have older siblings, and I was seeing my entire family. It was actually my dad's 70th. So we went to, you know, we gathered up to celebrate his birthday. A little in advance, technically. So I'm not sure if you're very, like, I'm sure some of you might know and some of you might not know, but in the older generation in Korea specifically, a lot of the adults, their birthdays are recorded in the lunar calendar. So the lunar calendar does not have 365 days in a year. It's different. So basically every year your birthday actually falls on a different date on the Gregorian solar calendar, because on the lunar calendar it's it counts different essentially. But you know, like the older generation's birthdays are recorded on the lunar calendar, and so you know, his birthday fell around this time. But technically, like if you go and check year by year, it's actually on a different date. But yeah, it was an important milestone. So we went to celebrate. We had good food. We had some Chinese food. We had cake, of course. Some, like, we bought like chocolates and other things. We, you know, got gifts and stuff. And then we also went to, so, you know, for those of you who might or might not know, like, I was born and raised in Mexico, so we lived in Mexico for a very long time. And so my dad was like, I really want to go to a Mexican restaurant, and we took him to a place that also had mariachis. You guys know mariachis? They're like a singing band. So we went to a restaurant that had mariachis, and that was really nice. It actually has been so many years since I last heard like properly like mariachis, and you know, they sang a bunch of like songs I'm pretty familiar with, and obviously sang him like happy birthday and all that kind of stuff. It was really nice, really wholesome. The food was great, the service was nice, so it was a good time. It's a good time. But yeah. So yeah, I was away for that over the past weekend-ish. And then I actually flew back in from visiting, and like I took like a red-eye flight basically. And on Monday I like went to work right from the airport, kind of miserable, but Mondays are usually quieter on our side, so I was like, okay, I think that's fine. I'm not gonna waste like taking a day off. But you know, it all turned out pretty nicely. I gave my girlfriend a Dutch oven once. She was not happy about it. How come? Dame 4 tacos de arrachera, porfa. Wow, our local resident fresa is here. Mason, thanks for the 51. And also, it was great seeing you recently. I hope you enjoyed the tacos, which were not arrachera, but I hope they were good enough. This keyboard is pretty shit to build. Oh, great. Thanks for letting me know. Is it? How come? What's shit to build about it? I mean, what is there that's shit to build if it's just 3 stabs and opening it up? I'm assuming fitting everything together is kind of annoying in there, because it's kind of toy. Diego, when he finds out what the Dutch oven is, I didn't want to allude to anything, you know. I'm not making assumptions here, okay? What if the adept? What if it was just impractical and the Dutch oven was, you know, they're pretty heavy, you know, they're pretty heavy. So they're hard to lift, okay? So maybe the adept's girlfriend was like, I can't lift this. I hurt my wrist. Huh? I'm not making assumptions over here, okay? The JST cable is ass because it's not JST, you mean. It's Molex. Pico Easy Mate. No, I'm being facetious, but yes, ribbon cables and Pico Easy Mate Molex, not my best friends. I've known this for a while. Yes. Oh yeah, Molex's ass. You designed this board. Why do you why do you use it if you know it's ass? Is I love how low profile was worth it. Really? Okay. All right. I'll assume that was the thought process. I mean, yeah, it is pretty shallow in there in the case. There's not much space in there. But it's like it's not that huge of a difference between a JST SH connector and Pico Easy Meet. I mean, you know, millimeters. Courage. Okay. Okay, Joni Ive. Courage. It took courage to force people to use the lightning connector or whatever, Thunderbolt or whatever, and then back to USB-C because the EU demanded it. I had to account for the port bouncing inside the case, and the hole I made was fugly, so I stopped accounting for JSC. That's one way to solve it. I see. So, wait. That's so funny. So, the hole that you made was fugly, but instead of changing the hole, you changed the connector? Or you rather just forgot about the bigger connector because the hole couldn't be fixed? Okay, I see. That's a choice. I respect it. Damn, John. The other way to solve it is to lube the port. Yes. I shall give the USB port a Dutch oven. Just like my girlfriend. Nice follow up. Hiya. But yes, I didn't put it in the build command, but EC kit coming soon TM. And by soon TM, I really mean soon TM. We don't have a estimated date. It happens when it happens. As you might know, Clever is plenty busy doing like 3 billion releases at the same time of many different boards and Dynacap and like being like head of I don't even know how many things at OmniType now, I believe. So yeah. Busy man's famous hashtag and all of that, right? So it happens when it happens. I think as far as I'm aware, I don't think we have a date or anything, so yeah. What I love about building in HHKB is that it's only 3 stabs. It's actually damn wonderful. Okay, I think it's this for this and here. All right, I think that's it. 4 stabs, rather quick. What's a Horangi? Horangi it's a 60% board, as you can tell. And Horangi technically means tiger in Korean. Oh yeah, you have to use like 2/2 of an MX switch to mount this with the O-ring. Oh yeah, yeah. I have a few random switches I can like cut and use. Yeah. You can tell I got CVF mid design with this. Okay. That's fair. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Actually, no, the real answer is... I mean, it's because blocker stuff, right? You gotta prop it up. I wanted people to challenge themselves building... What? What? This is like... That kind of speak reminds me of the time I was... Who I was talking to? Was I talking to Yutzi? I think it was Yutzi. It was like this like years ago, like when he was still like active chatting and stuff. And we were like talking about building boards, and he was like, he basically was like, you're not really building a board if you're not like basically doing the whole like microcontroller soldering and flashing and stuff, like the real custom way, right? Like the OG custom way, where you like the PCB is fucking bare bones, like the OTD way or whatever, right? And I was like, dude, even you design boards like 5 years after they were done with that stuff. So, and like all your PCBs are basically like already good to go right off the bat. Well, at least at the time they were like boot map or whatever, right? But yeah, he was like, yeah, the OG custom way. You have to solder your microcontroller and flash it yourself, and if you break it, then good luck. It's like, yeah. Keyboard builds are too easy these days. So I made it harder on purpose, especially with the Molex. Okay, all right. I'll take a challenge. If the PC case breaks though, it's totally not my fault. Is it? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it will be fine. I'm just coping. Same. That's every day. Every day I'm just coping. Just trying my best. Yeah. I haven't been on Twitch in months. I don't know how to socialize online anymore. Come on, dude. Don't you basically socialize every day? Outside of, you don't have to be on Twitch to socialize. Isn't like your work like public facing essentially? That stuff is rough. At least to me, it seems a lot harder than I don't know, being on Twitch. True? Yeah. It's okay. The rest of us don't know how to socialize in person. Yeah, fair. Facts. But that's not social. I mean, yeah, you can't just I don't know. Do we do it the correct HKB way and do full control, or do I want to be a pleb and do a stepped control? I personally like either way. Like I don't really mind whichever. But yeah. Bin the board, is that option 3? Yeah. Wait, did I get that right? Did I get this? Cheese Kiwi, right? So it's this one actually. And then it's this one. Step control always? Alright, step control it is. Step control. Oh, I should test my stabs just before I keep going and mess it up. Speed bar right here. Might as well try it with these guys. Here. What? The fuck? Is this a 6U? Is this a 6U? That is a 6U. What? Did I mess up the position of this? Hold on. Might have messed it up. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. It's this one. There we go. Okay. Oh, also, another reason I'm doing a DCS keycap build with MX Browns was, I think I put, it was like a typing test video like a while back, and someone was like, please, if you're doing MX Browns, please do DCS and MX Browns. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I've done that before. But, you know, here I was like, oh, actually, I have an opportunity for it. So here I am. I need some extra mods here. Does this peel off? Do you watch Chainsaw Man? If yes, have you seen the movie? I have not watched the movie. I was mentioning this to someone, but I'm like not caught up with so many things, right? But no, I have not watched the Chainsaw Man movie. Haven't even booked tickets for it, so yeah. The movie is amazing. There's so much to consume. Diego, you need to see it in theaters? Okay. Here I come, spending like $20 a person to watch a movie in the theaters. I hope it's good. It better be good. My biggest disappointment going to the theaters now is going to the theaters and watching a movie and knowing that I spent like $20 or $25 a person to buy tickets and then coming out disappointed from the movie. And I'm like, why did I even go to the movies and sat in a room full of people to watch a movie I didn't even like that much, when I could have just waited and watched it at home for free? But if people say it's good, then I'll try it out. I don't care if you have to take Kiwi with you. Buy a ticket for Kiwi. Oh my god, he'll be so miserable at the theaters. He would be so miserable. Can't wait for the subsequent comment. Why doesn't my DCS and MX Brown build in a completely different board sound like your DCS plus MX Brown build? It is actually not that uncommon of a comment that you see out there every so often. like people will say things like that, like we'll compare apples and oranges essentially, and I'm like, probably because it's just a different board entirely, but I don't want to be rude, so I tend to just not say anything at all. $20 for one movie or $20 for 1 month of movies? Oh, like getting like a... Oh, yeah, right. Subscriptions. Ugh. Hate the idea of subs in many ways, but here we are. We live in that society, right? And I know that, you know, you guys like sub to the channel, and it's to be honest, it's like awful in many ways too, because, you know, the overlords over here essentially take away half. But yeah. Got 2 extras. We live in a subsidy. Yeah, we do. Anyway, yeah, so I'll check it out though. Chainsaw Man. Wait, before I do that, Chainsaw Man. Am I caught up? Oh, so much Kiwi fur on this right now. Let's check my Annie list. I don't remember if I'm caught up. Adaptation. Okay, I finished the anime. I did. Okay, good. Okay. I for a second I thought I hadn't. I didn't for whatever reason. So okay, cool. Diego, follow me on Analyst. Okay. Why don't you just follow me? I'll follow back. I literally have. Oh, is this you? Is this you? Did you just watch episode 1147 of One Piece? Okay, yeah, that's you. Wow, you're like so organized in terms of you actually put your episode numbers down. I update it so infrequently. And I'm also not caught up with One Piece. I still have not decided to check whether Pace has finished Wano, and so I can actually catch up to where the manga is, or at least to where the anime is currently. But alas, here we are. Oh, it's a plugin for Plex. Oh, I need to hook up my NAS, or rather, like, I need to actually, like, you know, get it going. Oh, this one's one of the pins fell off. Okay. Toei is doing a huge overhaul. They're only doing 26 episodes a year for One Piece starting in April. Oh boy. Good luck keeping interest up. That actually kind of, like, I don't know. I guess technically it upgrades the quality of what comes out, right? Like, I mean, or is that a okay assumption to make? Like that it will, like, up the production quality, maybe? Perhaps? I'm not sure. I don't know if that's the right assumption to make. That's still like half a year worth of eps? I guess. We're gonna be 50 when it's done? Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like people already are painstakingly, like, have kept up for so many years, and to do that, it feels kind of like I don't know. Okay, let's build this guy up and solder this together. The one piece is the friendship we made along the way. Yeah, the real Thousand Sunny, the real ship is all the friends that hopped onto the One Piece boat and then failed to finish it. You know, the grand line was all the years that you spent catching up, keeping up with it. All right, let's solder these guys up. All right. But yeah, I'm not caught up. I'm like we like stopped in the middle of Wano and for at least for the anime and just left it at that. I just couldn't stand the pace of the regular One Piece. For Wano specifically, because Wano specifically is like freaking long arc. So yeah. Okay, let's start this back up. You baby race on One Piece, no hair on your chest? Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, you know, like I like watch all the like older Shonen Jump stuff and whatnot, right? And One Piece was the one that like so the reason I like never really watched it was because like earlier on I was very insistent on reading first and then watching, which is what I did with like, you know, like Bleach and Naruto and things like that. And I didn't have access for a while to One Piece because there's a time I really wanted to read like physical books, but and then later I just got lazy. I was like, too much to read. It's kind of funny because I eventually read anyway, but I was a stickler for things that didn't really matter for a time. And then when I was like, you know, and then finally time came around, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch the anime too. I was like, oh, yeah, there's no way I'm watching the regular show and not doing, you know, skipping all this stuff, like, you know, like basically doing the pace. One Piece is now a movement and overthrowing corrupt governments just like the world government. That's true. Isn't was it Nepal? It was Nepal, right? The Gen Z protesting with the Jolly Roger thing. Kind of crazy. I love how like that was news like on the internet, but obviously like it does not get covered at all in like local media. Insane stuff. insane.
「 stuff.
stuff.
「 stuff. 」 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 stuff. 「 stuff. 」 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 stuff. 「 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 stuff.
What is that internal weight? It is an engraving of demonstrating the deep cultural connections that thicthacthok, aka John of Cafege, has with his community. Oh, Mr. Inui. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the sub. Is it Frosty's tiger? It kind of looks more fit, or like kind of like toned version of what's his name in English? I actually don't know his name in English because I grew up with the Mexican version, Tigretón. Pause champ. I suddenly forgot the English name for this guy. Tony. Oh, it is still Tony. Okay, yeah, Tony the Tiger. There we go. I think he's more. This one is a little bit more toned and thin, or like kind of like less wide compared to like a more compact build compared to Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger is kind of like it's almost like a Johnny Bravo build. You know. And trying to step on me? I mean, why not? Why not? First of all, are you sure you're not volunteering? But also, why not? No, step on snack. Looks like a Dorito. Yes. Upside down or downward pointing triangle. Tony the Tiger. It's concerning how much attention you've paid to Tony's build. No judgment though. Oh, I mean, please. We all have preferences, and we live in a society that respects preferences. Not to mention this hobby is quote unquote built on preferences, right? So of course you should you know, I'm sure you understand this. So yeah. How much attention I paid to Tony the Tiger's build is, well, I don't know, perhaps a matter of importance. Great importance. Kiwi, run, little bro. Oh no, don't do that. No, don't taint it like that. The joke has gone too far. Oh. According to the vet, Kiwi is handsome and athletic. I'm sure he would outrun me very easily though. Like, for real. He's so fast. Earlier this morning, he was like, he has this habit of, like, you know, after he gets fed in the morning, he likes looking outside at the window because like the birds come by for like either to eat from the bird feeder or just like they come by and just like, you know, hang out like right by the window. And he saw this like pigeon like literally like on the windowsill, like on the outside part. He just like sprinted towards it so fast. I was like, wow. But yeah, and he was like, boom, like on the window, and obviously the bird flew off. But yeah, I was like, yeah, no, if Kiwi were Kiwi is very athletic and very fast. Okay, just making sure these are properly lined up and everything. Mine smash his head against my window all the time for the birds. Yeah, they get so consumed by it. They're like, yeah, they get so obsessed. It's really funny. They like, you can see him like not hyperventilating, but like breathing really hard and being like, I'm gonna kill that bird. I'm gonna kill that bird. Like, okay, buddy. You know there's a window between you and the bird, right? Alright. They lock in. Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah. They're so silly. I really love it. They're so cute. Okay, now comes the challenging part of the build according to John. Which is, I guess, putting it together. Okay, so how does this work again? It's an O-ring. Okay, let me take this off first. So it's O-ring and then pieces of O-ring. Let's see, this is hex. That looks like a M2.5. Oh, it's a bigger screw. It's an M3. Come off the screw. And alright, grab this guy here. So there's our weight. Diego, I gotta go to bed soon. Can you tell me a bedtime story? What? Bedtime story? Now I'm being asked for bedtime stories? Damn. I'm not good at this. Oh, I see. It's under and I see. The weight screws are different from the case screws. I don't know what bedtime stories I can tell. I mean, I myself, me streaming is basically a bedtime story, right? Snooze fest over here. Okay, there it comes off the top. All right, so I guess. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I guess I should start with the daughter board. Horror story of keyboard builds gone wrong. I still think there are two builds that are pretty memorable of being miserable in some regards. One of them is an Oxalis 80 that I built a long time ago. It was like this red one. You'll probably find it on my YouTube channel actually. But that one was so the Oxalis 80 was this like it looked like a Fiel. It was designed by I think Nixiteria. I think that was her name. And the board looks like a Fiel, but it's like a TKL. And it used a different version of the H87 Heine Bush H87 PCB, right? Like the port essentially it was slightly longer, like slightly more out essentially. And if you use a regular Heine, like H87, the USB port gets in the way essentially. The case does not close. And that one I remember I had to had to do the sanding. I had to sand a bunch of PCB portion off, and like clip parts near the USB port to make it all fit. It fit. It fit. At the end of the day, I managed to, and it all fit. But it was a pain in the butt, and obviously I had to be really careful of, like, you know, fiberglass dust, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was not very fun. Oh, this cable is super short compared to this one. Okay, I see. Another build that was fun to build, but it didn't really go wrong, it just took time to build, was an Alps. It was basically like a Philco case type of deal, like a Phantom TKL build type of thing, like the AliExpress type of builds, but basically it was using a custom PCB and plate, or like a readily available custom PCB and plate, but it was built with these Taihao clickies that were like super heavy. They're like 150 gram or something. You can also probably find the build on the channel. I mean, you can literally find all the VODs in my channel, but that one was kind of miserable in its own way, because the plate was not cut quite perfectly either. Like, it was kind of like this like off the shelf part, almost like from AliExpress, and the switches fit fine, but they were not perfectly lined up. They're like slightly crooked. So I had to go through the effort of like lining up each individual switch with a keycap, so like to make it look as best as possible, like nicely even. So that was a pain, and not to mention that the switches were so heavy, in terms of like their weighting. That was also a pain. But yeah, those are two memorable ones that I remember. Yeah, there's some others. There's not many builds that have gone wrong. Like, usually stuff that has gone wrong has been like missing parts, or like you know, short cable, or things like that. Like, I haven't had like big mishaps, I think. Like, yeah. Conversely, do you have a build you thought went particularly well? Oh, actually, now that you just reminded me that I need to put some dummy switch halves. I think I have some extra switch halves over here. Oh yeah, there was one that I had cut before. Oh, it's not fully cut. Let's see. Maybe these two. Well, this should do. Okay, so this one, yeah, it doesn't have pins or anything. This one the same. Okay. So, so for using dummy switch halves, we need to actually cut some parts here, cause they're gonna go under the blocker. So we need to make sure that they don't collide with the blocker. Snap it off here. Sorry, I did want to tell that story, but give me a sec. Builds that have gone conversely, like generally well. There's probably some stuff out there. Like, I mean, I think generally it's pretty simple if like there's like, obviously if the designer kind of provides insight into the board. There have been some cases where I don't remember what build it was specifically, but there have been a few builds out there that I've done without like further instructions from the designer, because they were like either busy or unavailable or something, and basically there was a deadline that I need to keep with them. But I just kind of built blind, and it went fairly well despite like more complex construction on them. All right, take out the leaf. Okay, that should be good. And then same for this. Just need the housing half here. So just snip it off. We're just snipping off the side rails here that kind of protrude out, and then taking away the switch leaf, which is useless anyway. Actually, they're broken too, so it doesn't really matter. And then putting it at the corner should be more than enough. I guess if we want to be extra careful, I have another switch housing here that I can use. You can also snip these off. How many GBs do you join a year? Oh, I mean, completely varies. I would say, you know, the past few years, much fewer. Like in general, I just don't join many GBs anymore, especially because I just have a lot of stuff that I you know, enjoy using and whatnot. So I don't really find the, you know, like an impetus to join GBs as much. Like I have a lot of keyboards, I have a lot of keycap sets and whatnot. It kind of depends. Like there's sometimes like keycap sets that I kind of like hope that will run in the future, and they do run, and then I'll get them, right? Like you know, Prussian Blue is like one of them, which actually I literally just got from Cafege. But Prussian Blue is one of the sets that I was looking forward to seeing, and you know, I joined that. But like for boards nowadays, really rare. I don't really join many GBs for boards and stuff. Same for key sets, really. Just don't really join that much. I'll try to like keep, you know, spending to a minimum in terms of like you know, spending a lot of hobby stuff and whatnot. Just yeah. Okay, so O-ring first. Keep our O-ring nicely in place here. And then, so this case, the Horangi60 also has little slots there for O-rings to sit at the top of the case. So basically it's an O-ring build with extra O-ring that you just snip off here. This is some Viton O-ring, and so we're just gonna cut a few pieces off for this. But yeah, I would say the number varies every year. Like, right, like there's no specific number. It kind of depends on what I like and what I want to get. But I would say it's definitely been kept more and more minimal as the years pass, because I don't really need that much stuff. And also, I don't want everything either. So, do I have a... Yeah, it's perfect. Spudger. MX Brown's very good. Remove the HHKB from your desk. No. Why? I mean, well, I just had it on my desk already. Oh, I'm gonna disappoint you. I'm sorry. It's an HHKB top board for the MX build too. I'm sorry, bud. I promise I didn't choose it. Or did I? Oh no, I mean it was for the EC build later, so it had to be you know, HKB. I'm not doing the EC build anytime soon, but it will happen eventually. Time for me to go to Betty Buys. Good night. All right. Good night. Toe popper. Good night. Okay. All right, so there are our Viton O-rings already placed in there. There's a couple of long pieces and a couple of short pieces. Okay, so that's the more tedious part done. Okay, so the tedious part that John was alluding to, I imagine it has to do with this guy here. So to make my life simpler, I am going to do this. I'm gonna keep the cable nicely tucked in the case here by taping it down a little bit. It's an easier way to keep it there and not let it get pinched by the case when I decide to actually you know. Okay. Iced water, hello. How are you? That's not pulling too much. Okay, good enough. Mochi, hello. Mochi and Grape, hello. How's it going? Okay. Okay, so the weight, right? And then I guess all I need to just put it together, right? So it's not too bad actually. Just need to make sure. Yeah, okay. I can see the little lineup points there. The easiest way is to bring the cable as close as possible with your visibility still good. So I plugged it in, and now I lay it on top of the case carefully. Okay. Okay, so now the tough part now is I gotta flip it over and screw everything together. So I do need to, before I do this weight, I actually do need to put the case screws under there, right? These guys, these two. Actually, easier to work this way. Okay. Just make sure the screws catch. Do the other one. Oh, that didn't catch, so just gotta lay it down. Make sure I am pushed all the way in here. Okay. Okay. Got those to catch. Okay. All right. John, you did make this a little challenging though. Like, this weight thing is a bit of a it's a little tedious for sure. It's basically done now though, but yeah. Okay. Gotta make sure it actually taps properly into the PC. And it's a PC housing, so it's like kind of a pain. Okay. It's made for elitist physical gatekeep. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. Hold on. I think I messed up a little bit. I'm gonna undo this for a sec. Gonna loosen it up. Funniest part of building this board is when you put everything together and the Molex comes loose and does not register on your PC. That part sucks, yes. That part would suck, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, I had a little fear for a second there, but I think it's fine. I had a little scare that I thought I had broken a screw in the tap. But I think it's fine. But yes, let me actually double check that we're good here. Okay, seems like it's still there. Okay. Screw and pray until pray it works until it doesn't. Oh god. Oh god. That's definitely a pain point though. Okay, good enough. The Petrichor has 2 Molex connectors. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That sounds like a pain. Wow, you scared me. Huh. Something is... You know what? I am not feeling too good about it. I think the cable is getting stuck or something. So I'm actually gonna undo this. I think you might be right about the cable connector. So. Okay. Oop. Yeah. Oh, do you guys hear that? Hi, Kiwi. Oh, he's demanding for sustenance. Okay. Oh yeah, the cable was getting tangled here. Come on, don't do that to me. How do I need to tuck in some more, huh? Okay. Need to tuck in some more cable. Gotta redo this connection here. Taping does help. Yeah. I think it's just slightly long. What's up? Oh. Yes, okay. Sorry about that. Someone had to pass through. Gonna unplug this. Easier for me to work with the weight alone. I remember Patty spent like an hour on the cable part. That's devious stuff, man. That's devious stuff. I mean, hey, I might be getting there. I thought I had it right on the first time, but I noticed that the cable was getting a little like stuck on there for the... But that is devious. I feel like I'm in Akihabara listening to his song. It's kind of cute. There is very little clearance, my friends, in this board. Very little clearance. Okay. Oh, okay, that should be even less. Okay. Now it gives me even less room to work with. Which means the chances of it coming off are a little higher, maybe. There we go. Plugged in. Slide it over. Oh, come on. Oh, came off. Let's hope I don't break off the connector doing this a few times. Why do you do Molex? Seriously though? It is a devious act to choose to do that. Especially given the context of this build right now. Imagine rebuilding this for EC. Yeah, why did I decide to build this in MX now? Christ. Board is gonna be so... Oh, John! Oh! Oh my god. If... the board is gonna be like so scratched up by then, bro. Cause you have... Cause I built this now and then I'm building this for EC or whatever. By then, the fucking PC is gonna be like... Put me out of my misery. You know? It's okay. I kind of got the know-how here better now that I like tried it once and then I like unclipped it. Is that okay? Yeah, cable's still on. Okay, cool. Oh god. Totally scratching up the case there. Well, oh, it seems okay. Okay, it's just catching on the edge. All right. But yeah, this PC case is like begging for help at this point. Huh. Why is this part of the case sort of... It's like not catching. What? Why? Why is it not catching? Why is it not catching? It's not catching on the thread. Or rather, it's like not fully closing. Not fully closing. One corner is like, huh. Is it because of the connector? Hold on, let me see. It's like uneven? The O-ring? You think the O-ring is catching? Christ. Alright, fine. I'll undo it. I'll go back to the O-ring. I still don't hate it. I still don't hate it. I think it's just tedious. Oh. Hi. Okay. A lot easier to just take outer weight off and then install it last. Oh, like install it through the... Like unplug it at the weight. Okay, fine, I'll do that. The cable is like just barely long enough, so. Okay. Okay. Skill tissue, that's all. Okay, so O-ring was getting caught somewhere here, or is it this O-ring here? Hold on, maybe I didn't press it all the way down or something. Oh, I see. You are correct. It is the O-ring catching a little. Need to tighten this part up here. I liked it tight. Got it. You know, you're good, you're good, you're good. It's just... So it was catching on here. Right here. And right there. Need to, like, sort of distribute the O-ring without it getting, legit made it how I like it without any consideration for anyone else. Well, that's very considerate of you. But also that's fine. I think, okay, so like this is how I feel about keyboards, right? Like I would rather have people, or at least in the enthusiast scene specifically, right? I would rather have people design keyboards the way they think it should be, because that's really the only way you like get diversification of, you know, keyboard builds in general. Like if you just end up with stuff that's catered to the public, you know, end up with like things will become stagnant eventually because everything kind of becomes the same. So I would rather see people do things like their way, you know. So I think it's a good thing. I personally prefer stubborn and, you know, as long as it's not, I guess, wrong, so to speak, but like as long as it's not like actually impossible or technically incorrect, although that's kind of arguable, right? Like everyone argues differently about that specifically, but yeah, like I would much rather see people doing things differently because they thought it was the right way and because they tried it out and it was like better in their own perspective. It has to be the same Jane Frog decay all the time. Sounds gatekeeping. You should design metal rectangles in the most inclusive way possible to appeal to the largest number of buyers to maximize profits. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what we should all do. I mean, you will never catch me designing anything, but if you ever did, you know? Oh, this end is still kind of stubborn, eh? This tab area here, it's like the O-ring is like catching slightly. Yeah, it's a tight fit, that's for sure. Actually, you know what? I have been a little bit concerned about this tab here. Hold on, where's my air blower here? Sorry. And I'm just gonna do a mock screw on test. Okay, so the tab is fine. Okay, I was a little bit worried that the tab was like stripped or something, but I think it's fine. And so doing this will help keep the threads lined with that, and also to clear some of that dust there. Okay, cool. Case can get squeaky. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So this end goes in fine, but this end is a little stubborn. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a tight fit with the O-ring. Okay. No inserts? Yeah, no inserts. I think inserts would actually crack the case. So the corners are a tight fit in this right now. Just Healy coil. Oh yeah, this one's, I can feel the case complaining. Case is like, shit's tight. And I don't like it. Like, actually. You can even see this part of the case, like it's like kind of wholly tight, very tight, very tight. Okay. All right, I think it's on now. All right, now I just gotta do this part here, and okay. And then grab a piece of tape again. I just don't want the little wires to get crushed between the case and the weight. PC was never offered to public due to a few issues like this, and it slightly bulges. We all like a slight bulge. What? Didn't say anything. Ah, damn it. Whoops, the tape stuck to itself. That's what they said. Building PCs more tedious than the standard Alu versions. This is totally why you trusted me to build this, right? Like obviously. Just kidding. I'm not the most, can't say I'm like the most careful builder. I try to be careful, but you know. Okay. Okay. Looks good too. So far so good. So far so good. Let's put the bump on before it starts complaining. And then we gotta do moment of truth, right? Which is to plug it in and make sure it works. All right, moment of truth indeed. Wait. No way. Oh wait, so I couldn't see here. It came off somewhere. Did it come off? Fuck. No. When did it come off? When did it come off? I'm dying. When did it come off? No way. Mochi was right. I have to just pray that it works the first time, or pray that it works each time I do this, and I have to like go through many cycles of it. Pretends to be surprised? Yes. You have to use the no weighing emote. It's in the chat. It's on 7TV or whatever. No weighing. All right. So it's at this point where it should work, but it doesn't. So it unplugged on the inside, I assume. You know it's a thing when John is staying? Yeah, I know. He's been here for a bit now. Yeah. I'm so glad I'm not the only one with this problem. I mean, it's very apparent that John recognizes that the design is just the way it is. So, you know, I was warned. I was told. So I'm not appalled by it. Although it is definitely annoying to have to go back into it multiple times. But, you know, something about builds are fun, right? Something fun, something. Okay, let's see what happened here. Okay. All right. Literally, like, you're fucking kidding me. Look how much it came off. It's not much. Like, it just barely got pulled. Okay, now it's on. You know what? Do we want to be like? Do I just tape the shit out of it? Do we just make sure it stays? Tiny piece of tape. I mean, obviously it's a risk because it's like if something gets yanked, it's GG, bro. GG. The whole thing will come off. But it's Molex, and I would rather it not come off. You know? Now you have to pray it doesn't come off. Okay, the weight side I think is fine because I can feel it latch there, and you know. But yes, let's pray it does not come off the weight side. I still don't know why you did Molex, man, but I'll respect it. I will still respect it. I am a man full of respect for others, of course. For myself, might be hard. Tough ask. Tough ask. Okay. Cool. Who was a designer? Some dickhead. There's only one efficient way to build this. Every other way increases the chance of failure significantly. And why have I not been told the way to do it right? If so, why are we doing this the incorrect way? Tiny bit of capping goes a long way. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It really does. I'm still feeling this O-ring tighten up a little. And the case is complaining to me, bro. Okay, hold on. This O-ring is tight AF. On the left side. I wanted to watch. Oh, what I did? Like, what I would do? You know, I legitimately thought it was gonna go fine the first time. And then I felt that thread sort of give. And then I was like, interesting. Why? I have a piece of feedback, John. why do you put extra room for the backspace area? Like, I get it. If you have full backspace, this works. And there's room for the O-ring to sort of really lodge itself in there. But shouldn't you just have done it for this corner too? Because the O-ring literally bulges out the exact same way. Because it's a 60%. Should have done it for the whole case, yes? Yeah. Well, no. I don't think it needs to go the whole case because everything else is fine. It's just the corners. It's just the corners. It's like a relief cut, that kind of thing for the corner. But yeah, I can see why this part is tight. Okay. I think it's launching there now. So let's try to put it together. Okay. Now it complained less, but let's see the front. The front is getting a little squeaky. Okay. You make a valid point though. I fixed it for my G81 and TKL. Oh, you made a G81 too? Nice. Oh, like a G81 inspired case, I assume? That's pretty nice. Okay, now it's good. Gave it a little nudge and now it's like not even complaining, which is sweet. Okay, now we just gotta make sure the Molex is good. And I think we'll be golden. Okay. That feels better than the last time. Inspired? This is my Discord. It looks cute. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm sure anything cherry inspired is pretty nice. Well, actually, that's not true. I've seen some kind of cars cherry inspired designs. Not for everything, but a good number of things. Some people, I've seen some people essentially misunderstand the difference between a fillet and a chamfer. Okay. Let's get a little piece of cap done. Some a little smaller actually. Doesn't need to be huge here. Just enough to catch the end. This build is giving me PTSD. Okay. Good. Good. We are here to inspire you and to give you PTSD. Good. Good. I wonder, have there been people who have sold their alu Horangi because they found it too difficult to build? Or too frustrating, rather? Have you guys seen this out there? Or people have declined to confess to it, rather. I haven't heard anyone. They might be too embarrassed to admit it. Oh, I can feel the wires. Okay, there. Okay. Let's just make sure, yeah. Okay. We're on a good track. Now let's hope nothing goes wrong after I screw this on. and it will be good. Right? Here. Alu shouldn't be this bad to build. Yeah, I imagine not. Definitely a little bit more more sensitive with the PC. Let's go. Hey, I'm still under 2 hours. I typically do these builds within the 2 hour limit, so it's not bad. Okay, we managed to make it. We made it, guys. We made it. All right. I need to program some of this stuff. Where's my VIA? Here. VIA. Okay. So this thing is HKB, right? So left control. Don't need that. That's fine. Oh wait. Layouts. Split backspace. Split right shift. HKB. Oh, that spacing's kind of cursed, but it's working. Backspace here. Where's my pipe? Give me a normal escape. And then, oh, arrows. Okay, they're there. I like putting let's put my nav keys like the HKB. Home, page up, and, wait, no. Technically it's, no, wait, that's right? I forget which, if it was, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll fix it later if I'm wrong. F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, print screen, caps lock. Okay, it's all good. And then lighting, let's do lighting off for now. I guess fine. I'll leave the, oh, maybe I'll program lighting keys on the here. RGB toggle, RGB mode, hue, saturation, brightness, speed. Okay. Save my key map. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so let's put keycaps on. I told them after you build this board, you won't be able to rebuild it due to how tedious it is. You know, people ask me why use Molex when life expectancy is 10 plugs and unplugs. Oh, that's real. Oh, that's why you told them, so that you don't have to rebuild it. Commitment. It's to foster a sense of responsibility and commitment, because young people these days can't commit for shit. You're you know, trying to nurture a community that can commit to their choices and live on with the consequences, right? That's what we do, right? All right, keycaps. So we did have these DCS caps here. So let's put these on. You know, after all, if no commitment bring dishonor, right? So, yeah. All right. Kids these days, SMH. All right, so I got DCS bowl blanks for today's build. It's gonna look lit, I think. I hope. Wait. That's the short shift. My first DCS kit came with a pretty effed spacebar, kind of smooch. Oh, what happened to it? Which spacebar actually? Also, which set? I'm kind of more curious about that too. The PBT sets kind of are a little bit of a lottery for sure. Oh, should we use these colored ones? The colored accents, they look kind of cool to... Oh, sorry. I might have pressed stuff. Oh, let's see, there. Okay. I'll never sell mine based on the pure principle. Wow, commitment for real. Also, I mean, I think it's a lovely board, so why sell if you like the board? Unless you haven't told John something. Yikes. Oh wait, I said I would do the little diamond arrows. Let's see. I actually don't remember if green goes to the right or to the left when you do the RGBY thing, but, or I guess, oh yeah, I guess RGBY. Okay. I love the boards, my daily driver. Oh, sweet. Bars or nipples? I like bars on DCS. Oh, that's the wrong key. Key. I daily drove mine until Kazawa wrecked me. Now it's sitting weightless. Oh, how come? What they do to you? Is this hard? That's R3. Okay. Did they just ruin your, like, did they just not send you a weight and then not not follow up? Average Kazawa experience. I'll be honest, I don't keep up with manu stuff. Like, oh, manufacturer stuff. I don't keep up with any of it. TBH. So what people tell me is what I know usually. So yeah. Sent it back and they lost it. They couldn't just make you another one. I don't get it. They couldn't just make you another one. Be like, we lost it, so here's a new one. Got a refund, but now I got no. Wow. Damn. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I asked, he hasn't replied. Oh. Damn, got ghosted. That's a nice way to keep a client. Just ghost them. Surely they will crawl back, replying that they need you. Imagine they fire up their CNC machines to get you a new one. Kind of a crazy concept, I know, right? Like, that's a wild idea if I've seen one. Like, that's crazy. All right. Well, you know, I'm a guy who likes his artisan, so let's put some artisans on this. Got that like grage aesthetic. Maybe I'll put this bad boy over here. And a different one. All right, let's see. This gray? It's not quite what I would want. Actually, this one kind of works nicely. Alright. Oh, bongo with a bunch of colors to accent the arrow keys. This one? That does work, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. That works, yeah. Are you a fan of JRPGs? I used to play them a lot when I was a kid. I don't play them as much now. Like, or at least I haven't had the time to play a lot of like single player games and stuff. So JRPGs included. But I like JRPGs, yeah. I did play a lot of them as a kid. Yeah. IMO can't really get better than brown and copper with GMK Sloth. Do you hit the bongo's arm sometimes when trying to hit backspace? Not really, because I kind of do. So I use my ring finger to hit backspace on HKB, on like split backspace. So it's kind of rare. Like I don't reach so far out this way. Not as often, I would say. It kind of comes from the side. So, but I mean, I could see myself kind of rubbing on the little arms, yeah. Sometimes, but not that often, I would say. Not enough to bother me, I think. I've tried a bongo on this like corner before, and it's been fine, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's type on this, yeah? Okay. Let us, is my side cam working fine? I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Gorgeous. Looks so good with the PC actually though. Love it. Let me adjust the mic and get this ready. So it's gonna be turned off this fan and mute the mic. Okay, I think the mic should be working again. You can only build anti-keyboard. I mean, I can build ISO. I just prefer using anti myself. But I mean, ISO, you can build the ISO if you know, if you have the keycap set and the PCB and the plate is compatible. Yeah. Would love to order from you, sir. Oh, you can go here, and you can contact me either via email or Discord, however you prefer. We can talk. All right, let's try this out. All right, folks. Okay, after a few trial and error runs, we have managed to put together our Horangi60 from thicthacthok, aka John from Cafege in Australia. This is a very, very nice design of a 60% with O-ring, kind of like O-ring mount, gummy O-ring mount with the, I guess, the Viton O-ring mount that the F1 8X tries, uses, but it basically just lines the top case here, and then has a regular gummy O-ring that goes around the PCB and plate sitting on the bottom case. And so essentially it's kind of fully sandwiched with with these O-rings or O-ring pieces of these gaskets. And so a gasket mounted full aluminum plate build with MX Browns here today. In the future, hopefully we'll rebuild this in EC, electrocapacitive, so taupe style. and we'll do that, you know, whenever Clever is done with the kit. But for now, we can try this MX round build with DCS bold blanks, or also DCS no numbers blanks. All right, let's try this out. All right, here you go. All right, very nice. I actually like how this sounds. It sounds super crisp, very crispy. I actually really like it because I think it's probably the PC case too. I think on an Alu build, this would sound a little bit different, or actually significantly different. But PC case gasket mount boards, honestly really nice. Kind of you know, has this like nice tight sound. I remember, I think the last PC build that I did, like a full PC case build that I did, might have been the PC 265, like the Keycaps one, and that one also sounds nice with on like with a polycarb case. I actually think the PC version of the 265 is super nice. But anyway, it's been a while since I did a full PC build for like MX, so pretty nice. Very nice with MX rounds. Very nice sound. All right, let me go through the mods. Every row is super crisp, super nice, super nice. I really like how the mods sound. And what I do like about this, it has a pretty tight assembly, so the spacebar, so it's kind of like, you know, like the Unicorn has this like really like pop kind of like spacebar. This one is not as, it's more subdued on the spacebar. Kind of goes more in line with the rest of the alpha, so sounds really good. Very nice and balanced. Very nice, very nice. And actually, this is my first 6U MX build in a hot minute. I think the last one, MX might have been. I mean, there was a Cloud9, but I didn't. I sent that board out, and then before that, I guess I don't know. The Lily was actually 7U, so not the Lily. So yeah, I think the Cloud9 was really the only one I think I did 6U MX recently. Or that I remember, actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is very nice with DCS and MX rounds. Anyway, Wasabix asks, I can't find any keycaps that or printed sightline in Nordic layout. Do you have a source? Sure. I'll find you one right away. So if you are in Europe, you can consider. I'll link you here. Oblotsky sells GMK Nord. You can also go to GMK Keycaps store, and GMK's actual official store also has keycaps. I would suggest checking out the classic beige set. There are keys with compatibility there. They're nice and premium. You can check that link there. There's like a ton of options on there. If you don't like beige and if you don't like Dolce, then you can consider getting white on black. White on black also in the GMK store. Classy, easy, and should have Nord compatibility. If you have trouble with Nord compatibility stuff, you can also check Prototypist. So Prototypist J. So prototypist.net, they also have if you look into their keycap section, they often have, not always, but they a lot of the time they'll have some international kit stock. International kits tend to be expensive because you have to buy the GMK base kit and then the international kit, which is like another 60 to 60 euro plus or whatever. It's pretty expensive. So I personally would suggest just buy directly from Oblatsky, like the one that actually has Nord, or from the GMK website that also have like separate kits for that. But you can consider purchasing international kits if you have a colorway that you like. But GMK caps in general are on the more expensive side, but they're very premium, very nice, and that's kind of like, at least in the enthusiast standard, I think it's pretty high up there, and people love GMK. So yeah. Can I choose sideline? I don't think so. They tend to have I don't think I've seen a lot of side print ones. So if for those, you could check you can always check like other retailers like Amazon or whatever, but quality wise it always varies. You just need to look into it yourself. But yeah, like international keycap set compatibility tends to be on a difficult side. So like your needs might not all get I guess cleared. So yeah. If you don't like beige, you should start liking beige. Anyway, yeah, check that out. Use code Mr. Kupo. You could always, you can always consider Yuzu too. Yeah. So Yuzu keycap. So those guys, so these are the same people who work with FK caps, right? So Yuzu caps, they do they basically do custom sets. So you can also do custom sets completely through them. You basically create your own sort of thing, and so you can also work with them. So yeah, and you can kind of choose colors and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so I've seen a lot of people review them highly. So you can also work with the Yuzu custom keycaps and make your own. Go wild. Yeah. All right. So getting back to our I might have said keycaps, but I need a custom-made keyboard. Well, you can first start with, so you will need a keyboard. If you want a custom-made keyboard, you will need a keyboard that has ISO build compatibility, and then you can choose such as keycaps and so on. They can be completely separate things. But if you're looking for a custom designer, you'll have to look for someone you can hire for that. I don't design keyboards myself. Like I don't do the CAD design for them. So yeah, for that you might want to contact someone and they can do like a bespoke order for you. But I can try to help. Just get my DMs, email, whatever, and I'll try to help. But the more bespoke you go, the more customized you go, the more expensive it gets. All right, so Horangi. We now don't see the wonderful inside engraving, and we are now only left with this cute killer tiger fella. Any keyword with the name ISO means I can put even if they don't send it to me. Yes, so like what, I don't know how to explain. What's the best way to explain it? Okay, the keyboard, right? So the keyboard is built, and the inside the circuit board, the PCB, it's the brain of the board, and that will just send the signal to the computer to type whatever language your computer is set to, right? Like if it's set to Norwegian, then you will type in Norwegian. But if you want the keycaps to say exactly the symbols that you are typing, then you just need to find a keycap set that has those symbols. So the keyboard and the keycap set can be bought separately. That's the beauty of mechanical, like custom mechanical keyboards, is that you can purchase an ISO build compatible custom mechanical keyboard kit, build it that way, and then you can get keycaps that have your specific language and needs in mind. So yeah, I can guide you through that process if you contact me. But yeah, but there's communities out there that kind of can help you with this. So if anyone here is in any of the European servers, that would be great to probably like link them. But yeah. Oh right, I should try putting some of the underglow on. Is this the right button? Oh, the underglow sort of just lines this part here, so not very, it's not throughout the whole thing because obviously you have a weight here. So if you have underglow, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Personally, I think with the smoke PC look, I think no underglow is perfectly fine. The EKC European Keyboard Club Discord is great. Oh, perfect. Thank you for the recommendation. I don't have a link to them, but if you just type European Keyboard Club Discord on Google, you can probably find it. But if not, maybe someone here can link you as well. Yeah. I apologize if I'm not super helpful with respect to the European keyboard community. I like know some parts of it, but I'm not like super well acquainted. I also do suggest checking out like the vendor servers like Prototypist, you know, Oblotsky and a bunch of others, you know, have servers that are active for you know, folks in Europe too, and so they can also help. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the link, Ghostcrafter. How nice of you. Thank you. You're very helpful. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're you know, finding it helpful. So okay. So let us just kind of show the board. So there it is, Horangi60. Very nice. I surprisingly didn't scratch it all up in the process of putting it together. I do think I might have put a few scratches on the PC here, but actually no, it's not bad. I thought I did, but no, it's just really not bad. Just has a bunch of fingerprint marks though. It's cool to see the plate there. You can see the plate being sandwiched by the gaskets right there. You can see it through the case. Pretty cool. And then you can see the steel weight and the red PCB under there. Step caps on HKB is haram. Shame on you, shame on your family, shame on your farm. It's the MX build. It's okay, Kubo. On the EC build, I will have full control. Also, technically, it's not step caps, okay, bro? It's step control, okay? It's step control. It's not caps lock anymore. Oh, it sounds really nice though. ECS and Browns was definitely the move on this MX build. Sounds so crispy. I lube these MX Browns very lightly, so they sound great on this right now. But yeah, it's a cute board. It's very nice. Yes, it is different from the production builds, like the aluminum version. So big thanks to John for sending this out. I will be building this again, rebuilding it rather, with the EC kit once that's out. I don't know when. There's no estimate. For now, we just did the MX for fun. Oh, need to hydrate. Been talking for a bit. Yapping. Thank you, John. TikTok. thicthacthok. Thicthacthok. Thank you, John. Unc John. Yes, and if you are where exactly is You guys should. I should just plug John's coffee shop too. So, do you guys have a link? Let me find it. Cafege. Yeah, Cafe Round. Yeah, here I follow them too. So, let's try to find the link here. Go to their coffee shop. It's lit. It's in Sydney. If you are in Australia, if you're passing by Australia, if you're going to Sydney, stop by Cafe Round because they do lit coffee events. They also have been doing matcha lately. So if you want to try some cool pour overs, if you want to know that they're open for Labor Day, they were indeed open for Labor Day. And if you want to see some cool reels about customers and their experiences, you can also find some cool things on their Insta page too. But yeah, definitely check out Cafe Round as well. Ayo, I did pretty well in my midterm. I thought I fucked that one question. Oh, nice. Congrats. What kind of midterm? I haven't taken a midterm in a very long time, and I don't intend to ever take one again. When is Cafe Round keyboard meetup? Feet Lightning keyboards? Oh man, gotta pay for that flight to Australia. I've never been, and I really want to go actually. To like the whole region. Seems like so much fun. Computer systems? Oh, sounds tough. Writing some assembly code on paper kind of stuff. Ooh, pseudocode on paper. Ugh. I mean, I don't miss my CS classes. The few I took, I didn't take that many. I took like advanced programming, data structures, and algorithms, and it was terrible. Algorithms sucked. I hated that class. Data structures, I struggled, but it was okay. Advanced program was more fun, but it was more assignment based. So, getting dumped by stacks right now. Oh, I see. Okay. I believe I should wrap things up. It is on the later side, so I don't know if anybody is streaming at the moment. Let me check. It is merely a Tuesday night, so I don't think I see any keyboard folks at the moment. Right? Yeah, I don't. I guess we can raid the ducks. If you guys like watching the ducks. Otherwise, yeah. But yes, we have to now wait until the Horangi60 comes with an EC kit, so there will be an EC kit in the future.